Alright, so now we're going to do a question on similar triangles. So recall, what does it mean by two triangles that are similar? Okay, for similar triangles, all the corresponding angles are the same. The angles are exactly the same. Equal corresponding angles within the two similar triangles are exactly the same. And the corresponding sides, okay, they are not exactly the same. However, the ratio of the sides are the same. So for example, triangle ABC. Let me redraw it here. ABC is the bigger triangle, and triangle ADE. It's going to be slightly smaller, like this, ADE. Obviously, the sides are not exactly the same. However, the ratio of their sides are exactly the same. Ratio meaning the value of AB, bigger triangle, divided by the smaller corresponding side, bigger side divided by smaller side, is going to be the same ratio as another bigger side divided by another smaller side. And actually this value will be exactly the same as the bigger side over the corresponding smaller side again. So it's this exact relationship between the similar triangles that will help us do any of these questions here. So they want us to find the length of EC, I'll call it X here. Okay, so how do we do it? We're going to use this exact same ratio. So what do we have already? We already have the value of AD over the whole AB. So we're actually doing the opposite, big over small. No, small over big, I mean. Small over big. So it's going to be the same value as small over big. So I repeat, AD smaller side divided by the bigger side, or the bigger side of the side of the bigger triangle, I mean. Side of the smaller triangle over side of the bigger triangle is equal, exact same number as side of the smaller triangle divided by the side of the bigger triangle. So let's use letters to represent them. Smaller triangle AE over smaller side divided by bigger side. Okay, so sorry for the tongue twister. So now actually out of these four things we can put in the numbers. So AD is a value of 9 over 9 plus 2.25, whatever the value is, equals to 8 over the whole length of AC, which is X plus 8. So using your calculator and all that, what we're going to get here is basically 9 over 11.25 equals to 8 over X plus 8. So what do you notice? This helps us come to an equation that will eventually help us solve for X. So how do we solve for X here? Simple tool that I've used over and over again in algebra, especially when you have solving equations involving fractions. What do? Yes, you cross multiply. So let's cross multiply and see what we get. So 9 times X plus 8, let's do it real slow, and 8 times 11.25. Okay, now we sort of remove the brackets to know what they multiply out to. So very quickly, 9 times X is just simply 9X, and 9 times 8 is just plus 72. So what is 8 times 11.25? Okay, even I don't know. Let's find out. The value of 90 exactly. Okay, so now cross multiplying, the purpose of it is to get rid of all the fractions and have everything in one line. So how do we continue? Solve this, X on one side, everything else the other side. So 90 minus 72, let's continue here, and I will have 9x is equals to 90 minus 72, what is that? 18, right, 18. So the value of x is 18 over 9, which is 2, and that's it, the value of x, which happens to be the value of EC that we want, 2 cm.